everything was still with.
Welcome back. You
Welcome.
tuned into Inspired Afternoons with me, your host, Mariam Mia. And now we're on to our Business Accelerator segment. So, this segment is a collaboration between Salam Media, Salam Foundation, and Nazir Mohammed, uh, Liberty consultant. Nazir is a financial advisor and consultant for Liberty. In fact, he's one of for the past, I think, 5 years, he's been one of the top three Liberty consultants. So, a very experienced financial advisor in consultant at Liberty. He has years of experience in terms of guiding people through savings, investments, your pension, and that. And as part of his corporate social responsibility, he's come on board to assist and provide a platform to market uh, small businesses, actually start-up businesses, businesses that work in a different space. So small businesses, yes, are catered for your small registered businesses, but there are many businesses that work through an online platform, home industries, and those that have they work through pop-ups, exhibitions, flea market type businesses, and or through maybe so you like a business that has a collaboration of many small businesses, or store within a store sort of a business to get them going. And then there are many entrepreneurs who actually have studied their career. The university graduates, they've studied, they were in the corporate space in that, but yet they didn't feel fulfilled in terms of the kind of work they were doing. Yes, it was paying the bills, they were in that sector, and then they took their passion and their hobbies and turned that, it was a labor of love, it turns that into a professional, big, take the plunge and become, so going from a comfort paying job to an unknown, because this is what you're passionate about, and your entrepreneurial spirit kicks in, and you invest a lot of time and resources in a business, and hence you get started. And COVID has put a damper on many such businesses, and many such entrepreneurs are struggling, and hence this is why we came up with the Business Accelerator uh, platform and segment, to give such businesses that boost and that marketing platform that uh, at the moment, due to cost, it's just not affordable. You require to market your business, yes, but it's a trade-off between where to invest the limited funds you have, and hence our Business Accelerator program. And today we're featuring entrepreneur Zulaikha Mohamed, and she has a company called Pearls to Paradise, a business called Pearls to Paradise. Yes, her pearls lead one to paradise, I'm hoping, and that is why she has Pearls to Paradise. So I'd like to welcome Zulaikha from Pearls to Paradise, and let us hear about the story, how she got from being a graduate, a BCom graduate, working in the corporate space, to leaving that all behind her and starting up her venture, Pearls to Paradise. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to Salam Media, Zulaikha.
Walaikum assalam. Thank you for having me on the show. To start off,
So Zulaikha,
give you
mm-hmm.
um, I studied BCom accounting at the University of Johannesburg. Thereafter, I got married. I worked for an accounting company for 4 years. Thereafter, I had two children, one after the other within 2 years. It became a problem in the work environment that I needed maternity leave 2 years in a row. And I just felt that it was more important for me to look after my children than than working. Then what had happened is my mother had gotten sick and I had been able to take care of her. Then one day, I was someone who always loved Tisbees. So I always wondered why is it that a Tisbee doesn't stay on your hand when a bracelet can? So that's where I decided, well, let's merge the two ideas. And I came up with the idea of making a Tisbee that becomes a bracelet. I have an image here of the first one that I've done. This was the first one I did 5 years ago. As you can see, the artwork was not up to standards. It was also a learning experience for me. I initially had just made it for myself, and thereafter we were taught that every other woman would love using one of these, and I pursued.
And so tell me, Zulaikha, yes, so like you say, so it was all an idea. You know what? They say every great invention or every great business starts with a single idea. And yours was you love praying using your prayer beads, doing your tasbih. You always wanted it. But yes, prior to you introducing a tasbih bracelet, I know I used to see all elderly aunts and uncles and people in the community, and that they're always walking with their pray either like this or it's hanging from here. And I can recall people visiting our house, and then a day or two later will phone us and say, did you find my tasbih? Yeah, I lost my tasbih, or this one was a very special tasbih that I got from maybe Mecca or Medina, or somebody special had given me, had gifted me this tasbih in the haram, and it was very special and it has sentimental value. And losing a tasbih and trying to retrieve it or locate it is a very, very common practice. And yes, something like you say, you experience the same. You always loved praying with your prayer beads. Inshallah, that is going to earn you paradise as well. So you were one of those aunties were always walking around with your prayer beads, and that sparked the idea. So tell me how long it took you to actually develop something that will fit on a wrist, that will be beautiful. It was a beautiful bracelet, but a prayer bead as well.
Um, I don't know. I think Allah Ta'ala wanted me to do this because I happened to just get it right. I had the idea. I went out. I think my creativity helped me with that. So basically, this is what it is. It's your 100 beat tasbih. So there's your 33 divider, 33, and I've always been someone who would count a tasbih, and I'd find that sometimes that you wouldn't know which side has the 34. So I came up with the idea of marking that area distinctly, so you would also know in which direction you would be reading. Because sometimes when you in bed or you're talking to someone, you lose the direction in which you are going. So basically, how you put this on is you wrap it around your finger, and then you put it above your wrist, and it goes beautifully on the hand, fits perfectly. It also depends on the bead size. I just happened to choose the right size bead, and Alhamdulillah, it worked out.
Also, a bead is not a bead. A bead. If you choose the wrong bead, it would have never happened. So I'm sure you chose different beads uh, so that that one would fit properly in terms of this. It seems simple now because now it's done, so it's now possible. But at the time, it was must have been trial and error. They say research and development. So you had a small research and development in a space, maybe at home, in a room, and things like that. So how long did this research and development process take you?
It didn't take me too long. I just came up with the idea. I bought the materials that were needed, and I put it together. Alhamdulillah, Allah was on my side. He had chosen me to do this. What took me a little longer was actually learning how to market my business. Was something new to me. It was coming from the environment that I was in. I just go to work, do my work, which I knew, and then leave at the end of the day. With this work, I find that I had to learn with regards to marketing, Instagram, Facebook, as well as other social media. Um, Also, I had to put myself out there. Being an accountant, I find that my nature is not someone who likes to be out there. So I had to attend pop-ups. I had to attend, like I did the Sultan Bahu Fete. I did eat shopping festivals. So a lot of work had to have been put into it. Um, the one that I found that I was in an environment of many people such as myself is the halal goods market.
So yes, I'm listening to your struggle. So, and I think that for most entrepreneurs, actually the field of expertise. So this is your passion, like you say. Uh, you were inspired to do this, and actually coming up with a product, and that, like you say, alhamdulillah, you attribute that Allah has used you as the means, and this came easy to you actually to produce what you wanted to produce, and alhamdulillah, you feel blessed, and you've chosen to be able to be a means for somebody reaching with their pearls to reach paradise, or with their bracelet tasbih to do this. But yes, and I think that's often the difficulty in terms of somebody who hasn't really now studied the responsibility of an entrepreneur, because having a product is one thing, especially developing a product, not even buying and selling is a different thing. But when you custom make a product and having a product, and you are an inventor, you invented this product. So after having to invent the product, like you say, the learning curve and the challenge is to market the product to be profitable, because yes, you say, okay, it costs me it with my raw materials, it cost me 30 rand, and then my labor, and it's 50 rand, and then I need a profit added to this, so I'll sell something for 70 rand. But then you fail to realize in your profit markup, you need a marketing budget, if to include delivery in this. So there are other factors that affect, and that's what you need to know in terms of being an entrepreneur, is the other factors of a business. The And also in terms of starting a business, you need to set up this business, register your business. Then if you need extra uh, in terms of human resources, equipment, things like that. So one thing, having an idea, it's a total new different ball game in terms of being a business person and an entrepreneur. And like you've said, that's where your challenges happen. But fortunately, that's why I say a space like a halal goods market was fantastic, because people shared your challenges, you learned from each other. It was an opportunity for you to network with people with a similar circumstances. So people, they are full of people who've invented things, designed things. I know people that make fabulous in the food space as well. There are people who make brilliant treats, eats. Just talking about halal goods market, I'm feeling hungry again, and we know exhibitions are not allowed at this level here. So hoping when things settle down, there can be a return to the market. But I mean, you find people that were amazingly talented there, but in terms of their challenges as an entrepreneur, you shared their difficulties, in your network as well, in terms of how you can overcome the challenges, and hence that is part of what Salam Media, Salam Foundation, and Nazir Mohammed from Liberty Life, yeah, in terms of his corporate social responsibilities, affording this platform for other businesses as well, in terms of marketing your business, and putting yourself out there. So tell me, how did you overcome some of these challenges?
Well, it was a lot through trial and error. The first time you do it, you learn. Is it really worth it to spend, for your stall? I've learned that I needed to add on a few products in order for my business to become profitable, because the test weren't sufficient. So I added on a few other, but I had tried to keep within the Islamic gifting. So and then I introduced these Quran markers. So the surahs that you read daily, so your Yasin, Tabarak, Surah Sajda, Surah Waqia, in your daily Quran reading, um, on one. So you don't have too many different markers in your Quran. Um, then there was also a need in the community, where I aimed for a few Islamic books, basic Qurans and that. So I've also added that with Juzdans, Quran covers, little girls' burqas. And I increased my Tazvi range as well, because every single person has different taste. So in order to please your customer, I had to work on a whole lot of different tastes. So this is what my range looks like currently. Okay, these are the men's
Wow, these
tasbihs.
some very
These are
beautiful,
made.
mashallah, designs.
Okay, so these are the wooden tasbihs. I'll get back to that. These are the ladies. As you can see, there's bright, vibrant colors for those that are a little exciting and a little bit more willing to play with color. Then I have the classic range. These are your more simple, elegant colors. Um, First, I started making the tasbihs. It was basically just for ladies. Then there was a need to introduce something more exclusive. First, I had made
Sister
tasbihs
Zulaikha,
for
can you hear me?
ladies. Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I think we had a connection for today now, but you can go ahead.
Okay. What I said that there was a need to introduce men's tasbihs because, like ladies, men experience the same thing. Um, I know that lots of men love the 33 beat tasbihs. So these ones are for those who love to just leave their tasbihs in their pockets. Um, then I did the wooden ones for men. I find that the wooden beads are quite light, and we went with wooden so it's more masculine. With time, I also tried experimenting with different kinds of beads. So it was the wood bead. This year is the stone beads. Also, I custom make it. So if you want, like you can see, this one here is a brown one, but a customer had asked for a variety, and that's where I made this one here, a variety of beads. Um, then with time, there was a need to introduce something more exclusive, and that's when I got more detailed. So with time, I progressed. In order to succeed, you cannot be stagnant. You have to come up with new ideas, and also you need to listen to what your customers' needs are and try and come up with something to please them.
So, Sister Zuleika, I'm so pleased you said something. Part of being a successful entrepreneur is to listen to your customers and to understand their needs and requirements. And I think that's fundamental because often we have those ideas in terms of what we think will sell and visions and things like that, and that's not necessarily what uh, will sell in the market or what your customers require. And that's why sometimes when they say customers is right, because in some places we don't take criticism as constructive criticism to improve ourselves. We get defensive of that, but every type of criticism, especially in a business space, you should take it on board. Actually have a, I don't know, a complaint book or even a section where you have compliments, and yes, that boosts our ego and we feel good and we happy and we want more of those, and that's what we should aspire to in terms of every business. But I think it's the ones where customers complain and and I force you or compel you to get it right and make it right, that makes you a stronger consumer. In terms of, maybe, I don't know, you were threading the beads and one was slightly flawed or something and it didn't work, and you might have somebody who was upset or even that proverbial angry customer, but it's those customers that actually help you to get better at what you want and improve yourself as an entrepreneur by listening to them. And I often say, it's not, you'll tell an entrepreneur or business not what they sell or how good they are, but it's when a problem happens, how they resolve it and how they address the issue and fix it and offer a solution. And that is a making of a good business or an excellent entrepreneur, is when the going gets tough, how tough that entrepreneur is to find a solution. And do you agree?
Yes, I agree. Totally guilty. I spend a lot of my time beading. So yes, I realize that there's a area in which I am not giving my customers full attention. So that's with regards to communicating. So I spoken to someone with regards to helping me out with my social media, as well as we're taking the next step. We're gonna go. We're gonna have an online store. So I think it would be easier for those who are more tech savvy to just go onto the web page, click on what they want, and the product gets sent out to them. For the others, we still would use traditional ways of marketing. That would be through the Muslim Woman magazine and Instagram. That's the in between, and Facebook, the in between place. So yeah, I listen to the customers. I'm trying.
No, I'm pleased you are listening to the customers, because that's the way you will grow as an individual entrepreneur, as well as your business will grow. And you said something there. So do you have anybody assisting you with the beading? So is every uh, bracelet tasbih, pearls to paradise tasbih, hand strung by yourself? So each one is custom made. So it's a special product because it's handmade by Zulaikha Mohamed herself. I see you lifting up your hands there.
Signs of hard work. They're not beautiful fingers anymore.
This is wow for me, because every piece is a custom handmade. So there's no machine, there's no other employees you employ to do this, because why? You're particular and you want your consumer to have a custom made product.
Yes, I'm very particular. At the end of the day, it's my brand, it's what people want. If you're going to buy something, you want it to be beautiful, you want it to be perfect, you want it to be able to use for the purpose of which which you have bought it for. So I take my time, and that's where I take a little time to respond to messages, but it's because I'm making sure your product is perfect. So
The
my
product, and if I, yeah. So if I need a gift and I ask you to make me 15 custom made ones, they each will be made custom made by Zuleika for the person I want to send, because for me that's really, really special.
So there are people who've asked for name ones. I do that. If you want it to match your outfit, if you need it to be certain colors, whatever you want, you tell me what you want, what you have in mind, and I try and put together something for you.
So now I see you're a niche market with a unique offering, and also it's all custom made. And I think and maybe that's the uniqueness of the product, that it's all custom made. So you're not looking to go mass production and things like that. This is your niche. You want to create a custom made bracelet tasbih for male, female. And you mentioned when we were preparing, even for children, you have uh, made ones for, I think, tinier risk as well. So in the Tasbih space, Pearl to Paradise, you create for everybody, but it's niche because they're all custom made according to your likes and your taste. And you were speaking that you send it, so I take it you deliver countrywide or nationwide.
Yes, I courier countrywide, as well as Alhamdulillah, I've had a few customers overseas as well. I've sent to Botswana, um, Maputo, the USA, Canada, London, as well as New Zealand.
So pleased that so you're not nationwide, you're international, globally. So you're global. So you're global distributor. You're going places, Zuleika. Mashallah, good to hear that. So I'm pleased that we got to chat. We make dua. May Allah Almighty take you from strength to strength, success to success. And I think one thing I'm envious of is people don't just buy this as an accessory of to complement their outfits or beauty or a fashion accessory. It's a bracelet with a purpose. It's a bracelet that will, if you're going to use it for dhikr, is going to lead you to paradise. So alhamdulillah, you are part of this, a person's journey of zikr, to use this. Because if I have a bracelet here and I'm sitting in a car and I'm feeling bored, I just take it out and I start praying my zikr, use it as my counter bead. And like you say, everybody is doing this. So alhamdulillah, in the Islamic space, this is a very, very praiseworthy business that you have. And you globally, and like you mentioned, you offer Islamic related products as well, honey, zamzam, scarf pin. So everything within an Islamic space, oud as well, perfumes, oud. You said you've got lines of even oud car fresheners and things like that. So alhamdulillah, a lovely Islamic gifting store, should I say. Your number one item, yes, is always your baby, your passion, the tasbih bracelets, but other Islamic gifting ideas and options. So just to tell all our listeners, all Zulaikha Mohammed's contact details for Pearls to Paradise are on Salam Media's social feeds. So check Zulaikha's posts on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, as well as for those who caught the latter half of the interview, the full interview is available on our Salam Media Facebook page as well as our YouTube page. And inshallah, we trust that this segment, Business Accelerator, will provide you with an opportunity to accelerate your business to success, both now and in the akhirah, because of the type of gifting and that you sell, inshallah. So jazakallah for joining us on Salam Media Inspired Afternoon, Sister Zulaikha Mohammed from Pearls to Paradise.
Jazakallah for having me. Assalamu alaikum.
And if you are a startup business, or you have an entrepreneur or inventor, or you've invented a product that has been a passion or labor of love, and you're struggling getting your product into the market or marketing platform, or you have been around and your mode of selling your product has been through markets, exhibitions, pop-ups, flea market, and that has since stopped due to COVID, and you need to get your product out there and market it, please contact me at Mia at Salam Media. Send me an email. Tell me about your business, how it began, what you invented, your passions, your struggles, your challenges, your successes as well. Pop me an email, and inshallah, who knows, we could then feature you on our Business Accelerator segment, provide you with a boost, a much needed marketing opportunity. And this is in conjunction with Salam Media, Salam Foundation, and Nazir Mohammed, financial advisor, consultant of Liberty Life. That's part of his corporate social responsibility. We're going to go for a short break, and thereafter we'll be having a panel discussion on polygamy from an Islamic perspective with Sister Shamshad Begum Said, the CEO of South African National Women's Forum, and Islamic scholar Sheikh Shahid Mati, after the break.